Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here. Mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, even a dash of Disney. So if you like unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you are already subscribed, thank you again so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have my latest Rocksbox set to share with you, and I'm very excited because they have changed up their box yet again. So for a really long time, they had a beautiful gray box with a pink ribbon, and then more recently they switched to a bright orange box with some swaths of color, and it's more of a box where you don't have to tie it closed. It actually has a nice fitting lid, and now they have switched it up again, I think for the season. So it's this beautiful blue box with some silver and gold stars on it. So you guys know that I love packaging, so of course I had to share this with you. Now if you're not familiar with Rocksbox, it is more of a jewelry rental subscription. So basically for $21 per month, they'll send you out 3 pieces of jewelry, and then you get to use those pieces of jewelry for as long as you like, as long as you continue to pay that $21 per month. Obviously, if you would like to purchase one of the items, you can use that $21 to apply towards one of those pieces. Now you do get a little bit of an extra price break, an extra $10 off if you decide to keep all 3 of the items that they send you, and you can actually spread that out. You don't have to buy all 3 items at once. You can do what I tend to do, where if I'm going to keep more than one piece, I go ahead and let that last over 2 to 3 months so that I can apply my $21 to each of those pieces, if that makes sense to you guys. You'll get the hang of it once you are subscribed for a couple of months. So this is a really fun subscription because you're not going to get random items that you've never seen before. If you want, you can trust their stylist to choose items for you based on preferences, but they have a nice way of you kind of setting up a wish list, and then even out of that wish list you can say like your top 10 items, and then they even give you the opportunity to swap out items 24 hours before they actually send your set. So they'll send you an email and say, these are the pieces that we have selected for you this time. And then I usually wind up swapping out a couple of them just because there might be items that I've had my eye on for a little bit longer that I want to try, or maybe I have an event that I want to go to where I want a little bit more of a glam piece of jewelry. It's a really great way of trying high-end jewelry because some of these pieces are a little bit pricier, but not necessarily having to purchase them outright. So I do think this is a fun subscription. Some of the prices are a little bit higher. You guys mentioned that in my last set, and I didn't actually wind up keeping any of the pieces in that last set because of the prices, but I did enjoy getting to wear them for a little while. So let's go ahead and see what I got this time. I think I did swap out 1 or 2 of the items. So inside they always just have a little jewelry care card, and then they always have this little sheet of paper that just tells you about the items that you received. It tells you what the normal retail price on that piece of jewelry is, as well as what your member price is as a subscriber to Rocksbox. And then it kind of does all of the math for you. It tells you what your total price would be if you have any credit, or if you are going to think about buying all 3 items. So it looks like if I were to buy all 3 items, I would be spending $142, for example, but I usually only keep like 1 or 2 of the pieces. So then it's wrapped up like this. Now one of the things that is also nice, because obviously you're going to be sending some pieces back eventually, this little box came in a bubble mailer, and then they do include a prepaid shipping label you just slap right on top of that original bubble mailer. So I usually just go ahead and put the label on right away. And then inside each of the pieces comes in their own jewelry bag, which I really like. So everything is very well cleaned, obviously, before it goes back out to you, but also well protected. Now, sometimes it comes in the brand of the jewelry designer whose piece you are receiving, and sometimes it just comes in the Rocksbox brand, which still does have that gray and pink motif. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I got a nice variation of jewelry pieces. You guys know that I love getting earrings. I don't wear a lot of bracelets, but I did get a little bit of everything this time. So first thing is the earrings, which I'm really excited about. Now, I usually like a bigger dangly earring, but I thought these were really cool. They're not like super dangly for the holidays, and these are the Perry Street Juliana Star ear jackets in gold. So they just have this little bubble wrap on there, and I'm trying to pull it off without catching any of the sharp corners of the card. There's always hazards when you're doing jewelry unboxings, little sharp pieces, and of course everything's packaged so nicely. So hopefully you guys can get the idea here. So you can see it's these beautiful starbursts with like gold, but they kind of go behind your ear. So there's this stud piece, and then the bottom star is gonna like kind of hook underneath. So I'll go ahead and try one of these on so you guys can see. It's going to be like a hard piece for me to show you over on Instagram, which is where I do take a lot of like nice close-up shots so you can really see the items. But the retail value on these, I believe, is $60, but the member price is only $51. So still a pricey earring, but still kind of doable. So I'll just show you guys the two pieces. So here you can see there's the stud, and then here is the backing. So it's just kind of like an elaborate backing piece. So it's not like a backing that you can easily replace if you lose it. And I just dropped the star in my lap, but didn't fall to the ground, so that's good. All right, let me see if I can do this without making too much of a mess. And I do have a few earrings like this, and it really just kind of depends on the size and how big your like earlobe is, if it like works. So it's one of those things that you definitely want to be able to try. So here you go, you guys can see it. So it's the one is on the front and the other one kind of hangs down. So there is a little bit of a gap. It's not like it's right up against the bottom of my earlobe, but I do think it's really pretty, and I think it would be a great little holiday pair of earrings. So you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about these. But let's go ahead and take a look at the next item. So the next one came again in, because none of them are the designer brand, I don't know what I'm opening up. So this is a necklace. Now I almost wanted to swap this out just because I do have a lot of necklaces, and I don't necessarily wear necklaces unless I'm like going out of the house, but I thought this was pretty. This is by Aster. It's the Kalina Necklace, and it's kind of a double-stranded necklace, but it is a shorter length. And it's nice because one of them is more like textured and chunky, and then the longer strand has this beautiful seashell pendant. So I thought it was pretty. It is, like I said, kind of a shorter necklace, which I prefer. I don't wear a lot of long necklaces. It does have a little bit of an extender chain, but I'll definitely take some photos for you guys, of course. It says that this is normally $55, but for members it is $46. But again, I just think that's really pretty, especially that shorter chain is really going to catch the light because it has those little like medallions of gold on it. And as someone who is from Hawaii and lives in Southern California, I do like a lot of like beachy themed things. It just kind of goes with my style and aesthetic. So let me know what you guys thought about that. And then finally, I got something that I don't think I've ever actually gotten from Rocksbox before, and it's a ring set. So these I thought were really pretty. Normally they're $65, but the member price is $55. So there are 5 of these rings, and they're all separate. So you could stack all 5, of course, or you could just do 1 or 2, 3 or 4. And I think they're really pretty. It's the Aster Willow ring set. So let me see if I can go ahead and put them on. Hopefully I got the right ring size. Now when you're stacking this many rings, sometimes, you know, your finger gets a little bit fatter a little bit further up. So right now on my ring finger, which is a little bit swollen right now, it doesn't look that great with all 5, but maybe I could just do, you know, 3 on one hand and 2 on another hand. That might be kind of cool. Or sometimes my middle fingers are almost the same size, so I could see how it would be fun to have like them stacked a few on one finger and then on the next finger. And you can even space them out a little bit, but they do have a little bit of hammering, you can see, so they're not like perfectly round. So there are these facets, so they're going to catch the light nicely. And of course they're not going to be all matching on every single one because they're going to be swiveling, so you're going to catch light in different angles on each of the different bands. So I do think it's really pretty, and it's nice and simple, but I'm not sure that I would spend $46 on it. Excuse me, $55 on this set. So that's really like $11 per ring. I wish I could just like kind of buy them a la carte. Let me know what you guys think about it. So I think they're fun. I think Hopefully my fingers aren't as swollen normally, because usually I wear the same size on most of my fingers, but I think it could be a nice accent. This is a really yellow gold though, and usually I do like slightly paler gold, but I think this might actually be my favorite item. I think the necklace is beautiful, but I'm not necessarily sure that it needs to be a permanent part of my collection, so it might be something that I just enjoy for a month or two. I'm kind of tempted by the earrings just because they're really unique and I think they're fun for the holidays and definitely wearable throughout the year. But you guys let me know in the comments below what your favorite item or items was in this Rocksbox set. Definitely feel free to check it out yourself. I will leave a link in the description box below where you can get your first set for free, and you'll actually have that $21 to apply to any of the items that you would like to keep. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.